Hello guys and welcome back. Today I am doing a good old-fashioned get ready with me. You can grab your makeup, we can do it together. I'm just gonna use whatever products I feel like using, and that's about it. July is a low buy month for me, so I am planning to do more get ready with me's, maybe full face of certain makeups. If you have any suggestions for July, let me know, but I am trying to be very selective and just try to focus on the makeup that I already have. So I hope you guys will enjoy it. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Tania. I'd love for you to subscribe down below. You can follow me on Instagram as well, and that's it. Let's get started. Starting off with this Fenty Skin. This is their moisturizer SPF something. I don't know the exact name. Actually, I have a small one right here. It is the Hydra Visor Broad Spectrum SPF 30. I like the small one for when I'm traveling, but I really have been enjoying this moisturizer. It gives some SPF as well. This is not my only SPF. I usually use a pretty heavy duty SPF 50. But this before makeup, I feel like it gives a lot of hydration, it gives extra protection, and I just really like it. I like the feel of it. It does have a scent, so if you don't like a scent, you are not gonna like this. Okay, I do think I am gonna put a little bit of my Glowish, the Blur Jam. I heard that just the whole line is being discontinued. I still have maybe a little bit more than half from this, but I am looking for a dupe or something to replace this one. I like that it does blur, it keeps me matte enough, and it's not too drying. So I really like this product. For my base, I am gonna use this Nars Tinted Moisturizer. This is in the shade Light 2 Alaska, and I used to love this one so much, and I kind of forgot about it just because I have so much makeup, and lately I've been pulling it back out and I love it. It's just so easy to work with, and it gives quite a lot of coverage. Taking the Rephr number B04, so this one and the other Rephr B05 come in a set in the Rephr concept store. I think it's $30 for both of them, which is incredible deal. I can link it down below because last time I used it, I don't think they had it out for sale yet. It is such a soft brush. It's so easy to work with. It's not too dense, but it's dense enough, as you can see. Like, this is definitely, it has a lot of bristles, but they're just a little bit more kind of airy. I don't know how to explain it. It's wonderful. I love it. I don't know how Rephr does such good brushes for such a good deal. They always have some sort of a deal going on, and in their concept store, I think what they do is they give you a really good price, usually about 50% off, and then you just have to give them feedback within, I think, 60 days of getting the products. I could be wrong on the days, but you get to test the products and just give them your true feedback. And I think that is so cool because they do want to hear your feedback, what you like, what you don't. And I wish more brands did that. So I love pretty much all their brushes, but this new synthetic brushes that they came out with another set, but this one with a black handle, I have loved so much. Okay, that is the Nars Tinted Moisturizer. And I just love how it looks on the skin. I think it gives enough coverage, but it's not too much. It becomes one with my skin. It's fabulous. There's some of these products that are old favorites, old staples, that whenever I try them again, I'm like, why did I ever stop trying these or stop using them? The Armani Luminous Silk is a favorite that I always, whenever I go back to it and use it, I'm like, wow, why would I use anything else? I don't know why. I have a problem. I love makeup and I'm a makeup hoarder, and I just love trying all new things. There's that little issue, but anyway, this one is beautiful. An old favorite, my Charlotte Tilbury Corrector. I just stick my little finger in there. The packaging, it's absolutely disgusting. And I use so little of this, so I've been having it for a very long time. I'm sure it's expired by now. I probably should just pick up a new one. I'm just shocked that I have not hit pan on this one because I've used it almost daily. I don't have a ton of under eye correctors. I mean, for a normal person, I have a lot, but it's not like my concealers. I have, I don't know, 50 concealers. This I have maybe 4 or 5 good under eye correctors, and this is the one that I reach for the most. I am taking my Saie Concealer. I have 2 shades, 6 and 9, and I think I'm going to start with the 9. I'm probably going to mix them. It's hard because the 6 and the 9 look exactly the same, and you don't know which one's which, but that is, I think, 9. Let me open this. I think this is 6, yeah. Looks like this would be 6. It's a little lighter. I'm just adding a little bit of this in the center and around my mouth. I'm taking the same Rephr brush, and I'll show you the concealer brush in just a second. I'll use that right under my eyes. But I really like big brushes for the face concealer, unless I'm obviously covering a pimple and I have to be quite precise. I like a big fluffy brush because it blends in the concealer with the foundation so nicely. If I am in a hurry, I'll use this brush for under the eyes as well, but for now, I'll show you just the other brush. This is the B05, and it's really nice. The shape is very similar to the big one. It's just smaller. It comes to a point. It's tilted. I love this kind of brushes. BK Beauty also has a great one, which is one of my favorite, actually, concealer brushes. This one right here, the 506. Okay, so the Rephr one is a little bit smaller than the BK Beauty. I'm sorry, this one's dirty, but it's kind of the same idea. I think the Rephr one has more of a pointy top. This is a little bit rounder, and density, I feel like they're similar. So what I do, I slowly blend the product, and then I go back with a big fluffy brush and make sure it's blended into the foundation nice and even. I'm going to do the powder after I do my blush, because my blush and my bronzer or contour, they're both creams. So I like to go with a powder after, just to calm down any oiliness that I may have or too much glow in certain areas, because it is so hot outside. And it's not even that it's hot, it's just humid. Honestly, it's disgusting. I am one of the few people that does not like summer. I can have summer for a week, maybe 2, and then I'm done. I hate being hot. I would much rather be cold than hot. And you know, yes, the beach is nice. We're actually going to the beach. But even that, I can do that for a few days, max a week, and then I'm okay the whole year without having to go to the beach. I am not somebody who needs that or wants that. I definitely would rather go visit a city than to the beach. But the kids like the beach, and so we do go every year, and I'm so thankful that we can do that, because I think it's nice, you know? I think it's nice. It's just, you know, it's exhausting. I will say now that they are a little bit more self-sufficient, it is more enjoyable. So we've gone to the pool this summer quite a bit, and it really was enjoyable because I didn't have to get in the pool, you know? They all kind of did their own thing. I read on the side, kind of watched them. So it definitely is getting a little easier in some ways when you don't have like babies. However, the newborn season, it's my favorite. I love newborn babies. I would have 10 children if they're all newborn and stayed newborn. Every season definitely has its good and bad. Okay, so I am trying the new Huda Beauty. This is the cotton candy, her new what is this called? Cheek and lip blush. Is this lip too? I don't know. I use it for my lips. And I've tried it a handful of times and I really liked it. I actually ordered another color. It just hasn't arrived. I ordered the peach color. This is the lightest one, the cotton candy. There's one that's called strawberry cream maybe. A lot of people seem to love that and I liked it. I swatched it in store, but this was the one that I wanted. I was good. I only got one color initially. What I do sometimes is I'll just get all the colors so I can review all the colors, and then I'm stuck with all the colors, like the Patrick Ta highlighters. I bought every single color for a review, and now I have them all. And it's not even that I don't want them all, it's that I could never use all of them. So I'm just gonna have to give them to friends and family and whoever they want, just because I don't use them all. And the same happens with many releases, and I think that's helpful for you guys to see comparison. But with this one, I didn't want to do a full dedicated video. I was just curious about the formula. Sorry, I have an itch right here. I was curious about the formula, and then once I tested it out, I decided to get one more color. The color is so beautiful. I thought it would be a little too light for me, but I actually really like this kind of lighter. I wouldn't even call it baby pink. It's a pink. It's not too cool tone. I don't know if you guys can tell that it's like a baby pink with a tiny bit of warmth. It's not too cool tone. So I think it's a very beautiful, kind of unique shade of pink. Isn't that so pretty? I feel like it gives a little bit of a filter on the skin. I don't know if it's supposed to be glowy or not, but I definitely see a sheen to my cheek. I really like the formula. I think it's really nice. It's not too glowy, which I really like. I like that it's kind of a matte with a sheen to it. Like there's no glitter or anything on the cheek, but the finish is really beautiful. Okay, now I'm gonna powder my RMS powder. I think this is called the Hydra setting powder. I really love this powder. I feel like it makes such a big difference without it being too heavy. I really need to order some more puffs. I get mine from Amazon. They're very inexpensive and they're incredible. Don't overspend on beauty blenders or, I'm sorry, sponges or these puffs. Amazon has amazing ones. So I'm just setting this. I just feel like it makes such a big difference with powder and without. It takes a little bit of that brightness away. So if you like brightness under your eyes, and if you're around my skin tone and lighter, I don't think this is for you. I think this is more to completely just set the makeup underneath, and I think it's quite blurring. I think my only complaint is that this is the lightest shade, and even on me, if you can tell, like it kind of dulled my under eyes, the color I mean. I don't mind that because I don't really love a bright under eye. So if they could come out with another shade that maybe is a little bit lighter or translucent, that would be incredible. Now after that, I will take a little bit of my YSL powder. This is white, but it's pretty much translucent on the skin. So what I do, I just kind of go in and buff the rest of kind of the makeup with the foundation, with a blush, everything in. I may go back with a blush to add a little bit more, and I will put powder bronzer on because the Makeup by Mario one is quite sheer, and when I wear a bit more makeup like I'm doing right now, I like to have another bronzer on top of it. If I were wearing kind of no makeup, this by itself, it's perfect. Let's move on to a bronzer. I kind of want to use this bronzer today, the YSL one. I don't know if I've used it on camera. I've talked about this in a video, but I'm not sure if I used it on camera, so let's just use it. Although I want to use the Armani because it has more of a glowy finish. I kind of want a glowy finish, but let's just use the YSL one. This is in the shade 2, and it's a very buttery, very soft. It just is quite matte on the skin. It doesn't give me any glow or luminosity. It's great for contouring, so that is really nice. It blends in nicely. It's not too pigmented, so you can kind of build the color. So I like it, don't get me wrong. I just prefer, mostly now in the summertime, I prefer the RMS one or the Armani, just because it gives me that beautiful glow look. If you need a good basic or a simple bronzer that is very soft, great quality, I think the YSL is really nice. And I think in the winter time, whenever I like a little bit more of a matte look, I think that this one is gonna be a favorite. But for right now, I really am feeling that bronzy, glowy skin. So I am just taking it everywhere pretty much. Just kind of almost contouring my face with this bronzer. There's a little bit of warmth, so it does both. I think it's a good balance of both. A little bit of contour and bronzer, because the tone is not too warm, it's not too cool. It's a good tone. And it's very creamy and lovely. It really is a nice one, but if I had to pick one right now, it would be the Armani or RMS. Why not? I'm just gonna take a little bit of this and put it in my crease. I tend to do this a lot if I don't want to do much on the eyes. And I may use something soft on the eyes, but not too much. I really like to focus on the skin and put different layers of blush, bronzer. I like to do that more than work on my eyes. Now I am going to apologize because I'm going to use a product that is discontinued, and it is one that a lot of people want. It's from Chanel, and this is the Fantasia something something. It was limited edition maybe a year and a half ago. Love this, almost like a blush topper. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. So I'm gonna add a little bit of this as my blush topper slash highlighter. I'm not even gonna add any highlighter. To me, this is a great mix. I love the tone. It's so beautiful, guys. So if you have it, pull it back out. It is lovely and you should enjoy it. I'm putting a little bit of my Kulfi Brow Gel. It's one of my favorite brow gels. It's quite intense, but it doesn't get goopy. It doesn't leave residue. I adore it. That Kulfi has no pigment. It's just a transparent gel. And so I am going in and just making sure that whatever needs to be filled in, I fill it in. I'm using my Huda little brow pen. I still love this one. I think I have a couple backups. Before I move on to the eyes, I will set my makeup. I'm using the Hourglass spray. The one complaint I have about this one is every time I get one droplet. So I always have to first do it on my hand and then go on my face. Besides that, it is one of the most luxurious setting sprays that I've ever tried, and it's like a filter on your face. However, because I'm so extra, I'm also going to take the one size and set this in. I feel like this gives a beautiful softness and filter to the makeup, and this locks it all in. For my eyes, I have these eye tints. These are from a brand called Gen C, and they sent me quite a few things, and I'm just now getting to test them out. They sent them quite a while ago. But this color right here in Rose Water looks so beautiful. That looks nice. So let's just put it on and see how it goes. I've been really into my Armani eye tints. I use them almost daily. So I'm curious how these are. Let's see if I can use my finger to blend it out. That's what I do with Armani. I just kind of use my finger. That color is really pretty. Again, we do have that bronzer in the crease. Maybe that wasn't a smart idea, but oh well. This color seems to be matte. They did send some shimmers as well. Seems to blend in really nice. Really reminds me of the Armani ones. May add just a little bit more right here. Let me get a fluffier brush. This is a Zoeva brush, and I'm kind of like blending it out quite a bit. That was so incredibly easy to work with, and I like the color. It's like a pinky mauve shade. Now they also send this color over. I could put that in the center. That looks beautiful. It is called Hollywood. And let's just put some right there. Should we use our finger? Let's see. I'm curious how these layer, because sometimes with these cream eyeshadows, if you layer too much, they will peel off. So no, that looks good so far. That's really pretty soft. It's not super glittery. When you put it on, obviously it's very intense. And I bet you could do different layers to get more intensity. I'm just adding a little bit more. And see how much we can layer. That is actually really pretty. I thought maybe it would pick up on itself, but so far I don't see that happening. I'm gonna do the same thing on the lower lash line right here. I'm gonna use my pinky to blend it in. And here. I'm taking just a little bit more and using a brush this time so I can control the product a little bit better. So I want a little bit more brightness right here on the lower part and slowly blending it out with a finger. I feel like it's so fat. It just kind of blends it everywhere. So maybe a brush is a little bit more precise for what I'm looking for right now. I have added so many layers and it has not peeled or moved. So that's actually a great thing. It's pretty cool. I think I like these a lot. I'm also taking my Victoria Beckham eye kohl in the shade Fig. And I'm just gonna line the top lash. And then taking this BK Beauty 209 brush and smudging it. And I like that color. The color Fig is such an interesting shade. And just kind of slowly adding as much depth and darkness that you want. Okay, I think that's good. I'm gonna just put some mascara on and kind of see how it looks. So I tried the mascara from the same brand, Gen C. I hope I'm saying that right. And I remember when they sent me the first package, I did open this and used it. I remember liking it, but now it's quite dry. So I don't know if it dried. I mean, it must have dried out. I was able to use it, but I felt the need to go with a little bit of the Lisa Eldridge mascara on top of it to give it some wetness to my eyelashes, but that's the duo I have on my eyes right now. So that is the eye look. It's so easy, so fast. I personally love these kinds of just eye tints, and this brand, honestly, it's very similar to the Armani eye tints. Just as blendable, just as easy to work with. So that's really cool. For the lips, I actually have 3 new colors from the TOWER28 lip liners. If you don't know, the work of art from TOWER28 is one of my favorite lip liners in my entire collection. At one point, I used this every single day for months. I think you guys were tired of me. So they came out with 3 new shades and I'm really excited. I felt like they needed to do that. Just swatched the first ones, the first 3 that were released, and then the new colors right here. Here we have Fill Me In, Work of Art. This is the one I've used for a very long time, my favorite. And then Draw Me. This looks very dark, but you can actually like blend it out and it's really pretty. And these 3 down here are the new ones. I am trying to find the names of them, but I don't see them anywhere. Oh, I found them. They're like in a different position. So the lightest one right here, we're gonna go this down here. So first one is Check Me Out, Paint My Number, and then Color Me Fine. I think they're similar, just the undertones are a little bit different. I'm actually really excited about this deep shade right here. Honestly, they all look really beautiful. And they're all, again, similar as the first one, just the undertones are a little bit different. Let's start with Check Me Out. And I'm just curious how the tone of this one's gonna be. These are for your cheeks as well. You can use them on your eyes. Ooh, that's so pretty. It's less pink than Fill Me In. This one's quite pink for me. I don't use it a ton, but this, oh yeah, that's really pretty. I'm just gonna combine all of them. But that is a great kind of My Lips But Better. Again, Check Me Out. And then let's put a little bit of Paint My Number. And I think this is a little bit more mauve-y than Work of Art. Yeah, and more cool tone. I still think I like Work of Art best. But if you like more of a mauve-y tone, this is beautiful. I am making such a mess of this. Okay, yeah, you can definitely see that this is cooler tone. I actually think a lot of people are gonna like this one just because it's a little bit more cooler tone. If you see dryness on my lips are so incredibly dry. I should have exfoliated before, so don't mind that. I'm gonna put a gloss on top. But now I'm gonna take the Color Me Fine, and honestly, I'm really excited about this one. I think this is gonna be my favorite. Yeah, I like that it's not quite as intense as the Draw Me shade. For my skin tone, it's a little bit more wearable, and oh, it's pretty. I love it. Oh my gosh, I am peeling so bad. I promise you, it's not the lip liners, it's my lips. I felt them as I was starting to do my skincare. I was like, oh, let me put a lip balm on, and I completely forgot. Okay, this shade, without a doubt, this is my favorite out of the new ones. I really like the light one as well. I keep forgetting the names of them. Check Me Out is really pretty. It's kind of My Lips But Better. I like that it's not quite as pink as Fill Me. So that's all three of them on my lips. So beautiful. But this brown one, this is special. Okay, we need a gloss. Let me just put my Tom Ford Rose gloss. I think this was limited edition. I paid way too much for it, so I'm gonna use it. Not worth the money. And that is my finished look for the day. I feel very put together and pink. I forgot to mention that every time I'm going to do these, if I remember, I will also share the fragrance of the day. And today is Delina La Rosee. This is such a beautiful, flowery, summery fragrance. It's gorgeous. Literally, that is the definition of this fragrance. It's just gorgeous. So I just wanted to use this one. I'm going to use it more during the summertime now. It's a spring, honestly, you can use it any time of the year. It could be a signature scent. But for me, whenever I wear pink or if I wear dresses, they're flowy. I love wearing this one. Everybody loves it. I don't know one person that doesn't like the Delina La Rosee. The Delina original can have a little bit of kind of tartiness in it from the lychee, but that one is just airy, beautiful, feminine. That's it for now, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am excited to just do more of these in different locations in my house, different quality videos. Many times if I record in natural light, just the sun goes up and down, and but I want to do that. I want to make it a little bit more organic. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.